As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 6 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's Word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoy the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a text episode can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 39, Az-Zumar, or the crowds, verses 42 through 52. These verses assert that it is God who recalls the souls of people upon their death, and the living during their sleep. Furthermore, if the wrongdoers possess all the treasures of the earth and even more, they would gladly offer it as ransom to redeem themselves on the day of judgment. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. It is Allah who recalls the souls of men upon their death, and of the living during their sleep. He withholds the souls of those on whom He has passed the decree of death, and restores the rest till an appointed term. Surely there are signs in this for those who think. Have they taken others besides Allah to intercede for them? Ask them, how can they intercede if they have neither control over anything, nor do they understand? Say, intercession is wholly in the hands of Allah. To Him belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and to Him you shall all be brought back. When Allah's oneness is mentioned, the hearts of those who deny the hereafter shrink with aversion. But when other deities are then mentioned, they are filled with joy. Say, O Allah, Creator of the heavens and the earth, who has the knowledge of the unseen and the seen, you alone can judge the disputes of your servants concerning those matters in which they differ. If the wrongdoers possessed all the treasures of the earth and as much more besides it, they would gladly offer it to redeem themselves from the painful punishment on the day of resurrection. For it will become apparent to them from Allah what they would have never imagined. The evil result of their deeds will become manifest to them, and they will be completely encircled by the very thing they used to mock at. Man is such that when he is in trouble he appeals to us, but when we bestow our favor upon him, he says, "This has been given to me because of certain knowledge that I possess." Nay, it is but a test, yet most of them do not know. The same was said by those who passed before them, but they gained no benefit from what they had earned, and the evil consequences of their deeds overtook them. Very soon the wrongdoers among these people will also be overtaken by the evil consequences of their misdeeds, and they will not be able to escape. Do they not know that Allah enlarges the provision for whom He pleases, and restricts it from whom He wills? Surely there are signs in this for those who believe. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.